months after one of the most closely monitored investigations in U.S. history began, members of President Donald Trump's campaign team were indicted Monday. Paul Manafort and Rick Gates pleaded not guilty Monday to all charges filed against them in Robert Mueller's Russia probe, The New York Times reports. But according to CNN, Trump's former campaign chairman and his former business partner could be the first of many to face charges as Mueller continues to investigate Michael Flynn, Donald Trump Jr., Carter Page, and more. All have denied any wrongdoing. Advertisement continue reading below. Mueller was appointed special counsel of the investigation on May 17, and a federal grand jury officially approved his charges against Manafort and Gates Friday, CNN reports. Mueller was authorized to investigate any matters that arose or may arise directly from the investigation, according to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's order. The probe, approved by former FBI Director James B. Comey, investigates whether there were any links and/or coordination between the Russian government and individuals associated with the campaign of President Donald Trump. Below is a full list of who has been charged, what the charges are, and how they have responded to those charges. It will be updated if and when necessary. Paul Manafort. Getty advertisement continue reading below. Role Trump campaign manager from June to August 2016. Date charges were filed October 27, 2017. Charges 9 counts of the 12 total counts in the indictment. This includes 1 count of conspiracy against the U.S., 1 count of conspiracy to money launder, 4 counts of failing to file reports of foreign banks and financial accounts from 2011 to 2014, 1 count of being an unregistered foreign agent, 1 count of making false and misleading FARA statements, and 1 count of making false statements to the Department of Justice. What it means: Manafort is accused of concealing from the United States his work as an agent of the Ukraine, and hiding tens of millions of dollars he received. He allegedly hid the payments and laundered more than $18 million through different U.S. and foreign corporations, partnerships and banks, and failed to report these accounts to his tax preparers. He also allegedly used the money from these offshore accounts to pay for his personal expenses, including real estate, luxury goods and services for himself and his family. Plead not guilty to all counts on October 30, 2017. Richard Rick Gates. Getty advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. Role Paul Manafort's former business partner. Duties for the Trump campaign included wrangling GOP convention delegates and arranging the inaugural ceremony, ABC News reports. Date charges were filed October 27, 2017. Charges 8 counts of the 12 total counts in the indictment. This includes 1 count of conspiracy against the U.S., 1 count of conspiring to money launder, 3 counts of failing to file reports of foreign banks and financial accounts from 2011 to 2013, 1 count of being an unregistered foreign agent, 1 count of making false and misleading FARA statements, and 1 count of making false statements to the Department of Justice. What it means: since Gates was charged with many of the same counts as Manafort, several of the allegations are the same. The indictment states that Gates conspired with Manafort in a multi-million-dollar lobbying campaign in the U.S. in favor of the Ukraine government. He also allegedly created a false cover story and did not report foreign bank accounts. Gates was also accused of using this money to fund personal expenses, including real estate properties. Plead not guilty to all counts on October 30, 2017. George Papadopoulos advertisement continue reading below. Role foreign policy advisor for the Trump campaign. He served for a total of 11 months. Date charges were filed October 5, 2017. Charges 1 count of making false statements and omissions to the FBI, according to a statement of the offense. What it means: Papadopoulos was accused of lying to the FBI during an investigative interview that took place on January 27. Papadopoulos allegedly made untruthful claims about a time he met with an unnamed overseas professor with substantial ties to the Russian government. Papadopoulos initially said he met the professor before he began working for the Trump campaign, but later admitted he was contacted because he worked for the Trump campaign. He also downplayed his interactions with a female Russian national described by Papadopoulos in an email to members of the campaign as Putin's niece. Plead guilty of making false statements to the FBI on October 5. Part of his statement. The preceding statement is a summary, made for the purpose of providing the court with a factual basis for my guilty plea to the charge against me. It does not include all of the facts known to me regarding this offense. I make this statement knowingly and voluntarily, and because I am, in fact, guilty of the crime charged.